Hello and welcome again to Binary News. My name is Marta. Today is the 22nd of July and I have some news for you this time from Naughty Dog regarding The Last of Us, as according to the community strategist Arnie Meyer, Naughty Dog is just starting to explore sequel ideas for The Last of Us. Now, when Meyer was speaking to Video Gamer, they said, quote, "It would be a disservice to ourselves and our fans if the studio didn't consider more games than Last of Us well-received worlds. But they're not obligated to go one way or the other." And then he continued by saying, "I think we always make a smart decision in that all of our games are self-contained stories, so don't have to continue if we don't want them to, or if there's no reason for them to continue. It really comes down to, is there something interesting in this universe we've created that we want to explore? Is it something that we can get the entire team to be passionate about? Is it something we can get the creative directors excited about, and then we could continue it? We're just starting to explore ideas of what more could be there in this universe and starting that decision process. That doesn't mean the end result is guaranteed." Now, of course, this does kind of fall in line with some comments made by Neil Druckmann, who is, of course, the creative director at Naughty Dog, and he said this June last year, so quite some time ago now, that while Joel and Ellie's story is finished, the world is, quote, "ripe for more stories." And to be honest, I definitely agree. Joel and Ellie's story was like a small story in a very large tale. You've got, obviously, huge outbreak of the cordyceps fungi and all this, you know. You could even go to another country, as someone has suggested in the comments, which would be rather nice. Maybe go to the UK or somewhere cool in Europe or something like that. That would be rather interesting to see. Basically to see how other cultures dealt with the fungi, or go to somewhere really completely different to the US, like say, I don't know, Japan or China or Russia, or just somewhere different where we can see how a different country, different peoples and so on actually dealt with the crisis, and we could get a more interesting story, probably again focusing on a small group, as that's the best way to do any apocalypse story, is to focus on the struggles of the people trying to survive. Personally, The Last of Us sequel would be amazing, but I would also understand if they decide, you know what, it was a self-contained story, let's leave it that way. Personally, I wouldn't say no to a sequel, and I think that they're definitely considering it given how successful The Last of Us has been. But as Meyer said, they won't do it unless they feel like they've actually got a tail to tell. They won't do it just for the sake of it, which, to be true, Naughty Dog has a pretty good, history of doing. So we'll have to see, but fingers crossed they say yes, guys, because I actually think that would be rather nice. But do let me know your thoughts. Would you like to see a sequel for The Last of Us? And if we did, what setting would you like to see for the title? Anyway, as I said, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.